Hi everyone, along with Nathaniel Cline, I'm Matt Goul. We're here to talk a couple high school football games, actually 4 games particularly we want to pick out from week 12 of the high school football season, regional second round to be exact. And let's start with Euclid, a team that you saw earlier this season. They pulled out a nice win against Westerville Central. Sets up a matchup of 2 first-year coaches, Tom Lombardo at St. Edward, the top seed in Division I, Region 1, and Jeff Rotsky, the former Cleveland Heights coach who is now with the Panthers.
You see me on the train, Rotsky. Everyone is riding this train right now. They're going to ride it into the 3rd round when they face St. Edward. Their offense has done well considering they lost Noah Mitchell late in the season. Craig Robinson has come on. He threw for over 100 yards against their first round. And the second round, they just put up just enough points already, winning 49-24 against Westerville Central. So offensively, this team can do it. Defense, can they handle the pressure against St. Edward?
St. Edward, the #1 team in our cleveland.com poll throughout most of the season. They'll be a heavy favorite when they play at Byers Field on Saturday. Another game in Division I we wanted to hit on. Stowe, a team I saw, they beat Solon on Saturday over in Akron's Infocision Stadium. And I'll tell you what, they did it with some defense, timely picks. They're showing that they're more than just an offensive juggernaut with Chase and Goul. Offensive line had a nice game. They really wore down Solon as the game went on, but Solon, a tremendous job defensively by them to slow down that Stowe team, which has scored 40 points left and right throughout the season. Only had 3 at halftime, actually a last-second field goal for Stowe, but they'll be advancing and moving on. Yeah. Game we want to talk about is the Glenville-Midview game from Friday night. You've covered Glenville all season. I got the privilege of seeing this game, and I'll tell you what, the wind, the elements played a factor, and Glenville was the team that adjusted.
Yeah, and I was watching here at the office, watching the game on staff for that weekend. But Glenville they took care of the football. And for Demarius Goodwin to rush for over 170 yards in that game, didn't put any touchdowns up, but Marcus Drish, the quarterback, was able to control that football. That's why they won that game, and their defense just complemented what they did. So now they find themselves in the 3rd round. But going back to Midview, it was a big surprise to see Dustin Crum not playing in that game. I think we went late into the week before we finally found out that we were unsure if he was going to suit up. But I made the bold prediction. I said I think Glenville's going to win just because I thought their defense, they've been holding teams in the regular season at least to 9.7 points per game. But again, they won that game, and just hats off to Ted Ginn and that crew. Yeah,
I heard early Friday afternoon that there was a chance that Dustin might not play. That shoulder still bothering him, and you look at the elements, the wind coming off of Lake Erie right there at Avon Lake High School. Midview needed to run the football in this game, and they like to do it from the quarterback position, so it only made sense to put Logan Bolden back there, protect your quarterback.
And they had a great season. I mean, they went undefeated all the way into that game, so, just hats off to the Middies. I mean, they had a great season.
And not only did Glenville spoil an all-SWC final in Division II, Region 4, but Perrysburg did too, and that's the team that Glenville will face on Friday night. Another game, lastly, we want to hit up a CVC rematch of the Valley Division title from Week 9. Cuyahoga-Heights, the team that pushed Kirtland unlike any other team in Kirtland's last 10 straight wins. They'll face the Hornets in a game that'll be at West Geauga on Saturday. And this is an interesting game because, man, these teams got some momentum both sides. You look at Kirtland, like I said, they've won 10 in a row since that loss to Grand Valley in Week 2. Looking at Cuyahoga-Heights, an overtime win in which sophomore Dylan Drummond caught the game-winning touchdown pass. Actually, they needed the extra point to win it, but overtime win against Smithville, a Smithville team that crushed Columbia in the first round of the playoffs. So we get to see a CVC rematch for the Division 6 Region 19 title. And Nate, I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. Anything else you want to add?
No, just CVC. We'll see what happens this weekend. So.
Well, also, we mentioned some teams' favorites, this and that. Reminder, our picks contest sponsored by the University of Akron. You can always still join all the way up till Friday. Chance to win a gift card each week. So be sure to check that out. We have info on it all throughout cleveland.com. So thanks for watching.